Pope Francis is on his apostolic journey to Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, Timor-Leste, and Singapore from September 2 to September 13, 2024. Now, Indonesia is the first country that Pope Francis visits during his apostolic journey to the Asian region. Pope Francis is scheduled to arrive in Indonesia on Tuesday afternoon, September 3rd. Thereafter, on September 4th, the leader of the Catholic community is scheduled to meet President Joko Widodo at the Merdeka Palace in Jakarta. On September 5th, Pope Francis is scheduled to attend an interfaith meeting at the Istiqlal Mosque, Jakarta, followed by a meeting with beneficiaries of charitable organizations at the Bishops' Conference of Indonesia office. On the same day, the Pope will then lead a high mass at Gelora Bung Karno Stadium, with around 86,000 Catholics expected to attend. To know more of the preparation and the visit, we will now discuss with Indonesian Ambassador to the Holy See, His Excellency Michael Trias Kunchahyono. Your Excellency, Mr. Ambassador, first of all, thank you so much for coming here this afternoon in the studio. We can only imagine how busy you must be right now, so we truly appreciate you squeezing us in your tight schedule.
Thank you very much for you invite me to come here. I think this is an important question.
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much for all that invite me.
The pleasure is all ours, Your Excellency. Now, if you don't mind, I would like to go straight into our discussion to learn more about this historical visit. Now, as we know, everybody is very excited to welcome the arrival of Pope Francis. This will be the first papal visit to Indonesia in 35 years, since 1989 when Pope John Paul II visited Indonesia. And of course, Pope Francis is not just the head of the Catholic Church, but he's also the head of state of Vatican City. So it has many aspects of significance, his visit. But maybe you can tell us now, what is actually the significance of Pope Francis' visit to Indonesia from a diplomatic and cultural perspective?
As you said, Siska, yes, right? Siska. I think not only Catholic community that very interested to coming visit Paustil, but all Indonesian people. You know that we remember that the great Imam of Istiqlal, state mosque Istiqlal, Nasruddin Imam, among the first who announced the Pope will come here. This is several weeks before Vatican formally announced. It is a sign. I think this is a sign that enthusiastically come all people in Indonesia. Then now we can also see in media so many news, but the Pope will come tomorrow. Every day we can read this news about it. If we're talking about relation between Indonesia and Vatican, with Holy See, it is a long time. We have a long story. It's a long time ago. And we first time relation Indonesia and Vatican in Holy See in 1947. It's mean 2 years after Indonesia independence. In that case, we have to remember the sacrifices of the first bishop, Pribumi Bishop Indonesia, Monsignor Sugio Pranoto, who presiding the Holy See to support independence in Indonesia and to recognize independence in Indonesia on 1947. So it's mean and then the official embassy in 1950 to 3 years after that. But we see that this is very important because Vatican is the first country in Europe who recognized independence of Indonesia. The first country in Europe. And the first country of the 5 countries from Middle East is Egypt, and Asia is India, and the Vatican, the first country in Europe. After that, many countries in Europe recognize independent Indonesia, and support its independence. So I think the relation between the countries very important. So if you ask me about the what I have to say, diplomatic, I think it's very significant because we have to know first of all, because before we know about the relation to country, we have to know that diplomatic relation between Indonesia and Vatican is very different with Indonesia with another country. We know that Vatican is the world central of Catholic Church. So that piece, the relation we built, So because Vatican is a word of the Central Church of Catholic, so the first relation is based on that. Yeah, it is different with another country. For example, if Indonesia relation with Malaysia, Singapore, India, United States, England, something like that, and etc. It is based on many issues. You know, for example, maybe issue on politics, economic, military, social, something, etc. But relation diplomatic Indonesia and Holy See and Vatican not on based on that issue, because as I told you, that is Vatican, the world center of Catholic Church, so the base of relation of that issue, the religion. Yeah. So we also can see that ambassador, nuncius, ambassador Holy See in Indonesia on that based on that issue also. So he's not relate. He has not pay attention to politics, not economy, even military and social, but his attention is on the local church, Catholic church. This is very important. That is, we have to know differences between a relation diplomatic Indonesia and Holy See, and Indonesia with another country. So on this issue, we have to see the relation diplomatic two countries. I think like that. Yeah.
All right. Now, thank you so much, Mr. Ambassador, for that fascinating history of lesson of history, and we now learn there's actually a strong history between Indonesia and
47,
the Vatican. Yes, in 1947.
Yeah.
So there's a good relationship so far, and although we haven't seen a papal visit here in Indonesia since 1989, but I'm sure everyone is very much excited, especially in Indonesia.
Yeah.
And what makes it interesting, because as we know, Indonesia is a Muslim majority country.
Yeah, that's right.
So to have a pope, a leader of the Catholic Church visiting.
This is very interesting.
Yes,
you know,
right?
When on 1947, when Monsignor Sugio Boranito sent a letter to Vatican to persuade, I told you to persuade. Maybe this term is not so right, so precise, but I use it persuade Vatican to recognize Indonesia, to support independence of Indonesia. You know that on that time, Pope Pius XII, mentioned that Indonesia as a true peace friend to this friend. And you know that Indonesia, the post so very interesting with Indonesia to give supporting Indonesia, because you know the new country have a philosophy, philosophy is Pancasila, you know.
Oh, okay.
It is very interesting for the Pope Pius XII at the time.
Even then in 1947, they already recognized Pancasila.
Because, you know, at that time we have the Pancasila, So the Pius XII very interesting to Pancasila, because in Pancasila, the first principle, believe in one God, the only God, and then our humanity. And then unity, and then democracy are there, and the social justice. It is this vice principle that the Vatican also supported to struggle to live up. That everybody in every country in the world, they like Indonesia. So at the first time, Pope Pius Vatican, let's say, Vatican is very like with Indonesia to support Indonesia. And then the Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, the motto of Indonesia. It is very interesting from the Vatican, because Indonesia have many people and a very diversity in religion, and ethnic, and language, and culture, and everyone, but still can united in one nation at the time. So from Pope to Pope, this issue, which they very interesting to see. Now, Pope Francis also very interesting to Indonesia, based on that two issues also, based on Pancasila, based on Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, because and Indonesia, as you said, Siska, Indonesia is the most major people of Indonesia is Muslim.
The most popular
Muslim, most popular country. But it is very interesting for the Pope. In the popular in the country that the most popular is Muslim. Another people who had another religion can live side by side with another believer. It's a freedom.
Okay.
This can compare with another nation. Yeah, we can see many states in the world.
Yeah.
We can see in Middle East, we can see in let's say in Africa, Nigeria, something,
Yeah.
and now in Ukraine, something like that, in Yemen, such as war over there.
Yeah.
Even though they have the same religion, that is so. Pope is very interesting to of Indonesia, because Indonesia have as a piece, it is a special nation who many people with differences religion can live together.
Okay.
So I think Pope come here to appreciate this, to appreciate,
Yeah.
appreciate how come Indonesia can be like this. And I think Pope also will to study to Indonesia how. Maybe when meet with President Joko Widodo,
Yes.
we'll ask the president how Indonesia can be like this, something. Maybe the answer is
Yeah.
because we have Pancasila and faith Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. I think this is.
Yeah, that's very fascinating, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you for highlighting that. And it's true that Indonesia, although we are a Muslim majority country,
Yes.
but we've also always put forward that we are of tolerance.
Yes.
That unity in diversity is our national philosophy. And does that mean that the visit by Pope Francis is aligned with Indonesia's current diplomatic priorities and goals? Would you know any of this? Is this in line with what we want to portray to the world as a country of tolerance and peace?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, as I said before, that Pope is very appreciate the tolerance in Indonesia. High appreciate. So Pope come here. That the first country will visit, first of 4 countries, Indonesia Pope will visit Indonesia, the first country. After that, the PNG and then Papua Timor-Leste, and then Singapore. Yeah, that until now there was 184 countries who had diplomatic relation with Vatican. 184. Yeah, but not all the country visited by the Pope.
Yeah.
So I think this is very this blessing for us that Pope visited Indonesia.
That's
because
true.
as I told you, this is because of high tolerance in Indonesia between many religion here. As I told you before, that many people can praise the Lord with all according his religion, very free and everywhere.
Yeah.
So. Our relation diplomatic also based on this, because we have, as I told before, that we have not a relation issue on economic, not politics, not military, but issue on religion, and then cultural, and then interfaith dialogue, something like that. So I think in Indonesia also, Pope will visit it on Istiqlal Mosque. Mosque also, and then on 5th, I think here were your schedule in the schedule
That's true.
that on 5th,
Yeah.
on 5th September, there will be internal and faith dialogue over there, and I think that is very important, because this is how Pope Francis support tolerance, how Pope Francis support unity, how Pope Francis free of religion here. I think this is.
Yeah. You are absolutely true, and you say it is actually a great blessing and great honor for Indonesia to be chosen as one of the destination for the apostolic journey by Pope Francis, because even Argentina, the home country of Pope Francis, has never been visited by
was
Pope
born
Francis.
there.
He
But
was
not
born
yet
there.
one first, even the single day, not yet there. The first country who visited Pope is after elected on 2013, is Brazil. The first country, Brazil. Not Argentina until now.
Interesting.
Why? I don't know. It is Pope to know about it.
So, Mr. Ambassador, I would love to talk more about the preparation for the upcoming visit by Pope Francis. But before that, I want to go back to another report that we have concerning the visit of Pope Francis. Now, Jakarta Transportation Agency will reroute traffic during the visit of the world's Catholic Church leader, Pope Francis, to Jakarta between September 3rd and September 6th. Let's learn more.
The traffic diversions on Wednesday, September 5th will start at 4 p.m. at the Cathedral. Vehicles from south to east can use the west side of Jalan Tamrin, the west side of Jalan Medan Merdeka Barat, Jalan Majapahit, Jalan Juanda, Jalan Pos, Jalan Gunung Sahari, and so on. Meanwhile, vehicles from east to west can use Jalan Hos Cokroaminoto, Jalan Wahid Hashim, Jalan Mas Mansur, and so on. On Thursday, September 5th, traffic rerouting at Istiqlal Mosque will start at 8:30 a.m. Traffic from south to east will be rerouted to the west side of Jalan Tamrin, the west side of Jalan Merdeka Barat, Jalan Majapahit, Jalan Juanda, Jalan Pos, Jalan Gunung Sahari, and so on. Meanwhile, vehicles from west can use Jalan Hos Cokroaminoto, Jalan Wahid Hashim, Jalan Mas Mansur, and so on. Also on Thursday, September the 5th, the traffic rerouting will be implemented at Bung Karno Sport Complex starting from 3:30 p.m. Vehicles from south to west or north can use Jalan Kiai Maja, Jalan Kebayoran Baru, Jalan Arteri Pondok Indah, making a round at the U-turn in front of Gandaria City, Jalan Tengku Nyak Arif, Jalan Tentara Pelajar, and so on. Meanwhile, vehicles from north to south can use Jalan Medan Merdeka Barat, Jalan Budi Kemuliaan, Jalan Abdul Muiz, Jalan Fahrudin, Jalan Kiai Haji Mas Mansur, Jalan Penjernihan, Jalan Pejompongan, Jalan Tentara Pelajar, Jalan Tengku Nyak Arif, Jalan Kebayoran Baru, Jalan Kiai Maja, Jalan Panglima Polim, and so on. The vehicles from east to west can use Jalan Kapten Tendean, Jalan Walter Mongonsidi, Jalan Trunojoyo, Jalan Kiai Maja, Jalan Kebayoran Baru, Jalan Arteri Pondok Indah, making round at the U-turn in front of Gandaria City, Jalan Tengku Nyak Arif, Jalan Tentara Pelajar, Jalan Es Parman, and so on. Meanwhile, the vehicles from west to east can use Jalan Es Parman, Jalan Pejompongan, Jalan Penjernihan, Jalan RM Margono, Jalan Galunggung, Jalan Dr. Saharjo, Jalan Prof. Dr. Supomo, Jalan MT Haryono, and so on.
So that's the information on the traffic rerouting during Pope's visit. Hopefully you all can arrange your schedules accordingly. And I'll continue my conversation with the Indonesian ambassador to the Holy See, His Excellency Michael Trias Kuncahyono. Mr. Ambassador, as we said before, we would love to know more about the preparation that has been made so far to make sure that the arrival of Pope Francis will go smoothly. Now, we understand that you've been here in Jakarta since last Tuesday. So
Tuesday.
Would you know anything
almost
about...
1 week, I will.
Almost 1 week already you're in the team of the preparation. So what can you tell us about the preparation that has been made by the Indonesian government to ensure the success of Pope Francis'
I think very interesting, because I see at the very serious we all preparation this visiting of the Pope. You know that the kind of Pope Francis will visit Indonesia on schedule in 2020, schedule before 2020, due for coronavirus pandemic. So this agenda is cancelled by the Vatican. Nobody want to. Nobody have the brief to going around the world, you know. In Indonesia, we stay at home at the time. We each work from home, So Pope, the schedule also cancelled, and then after that, they not know sure. Is the Pope will go to Indonesia? Nobody knows about that. Sometimes many people ask, it is really that Pope will go to Indonesia. On June last year, when officially President Joko Widodo gave me a mandate to be ambassador and official to Holy See, at the time asked me to please ask again to the Pope our invitation, the people of Indonesia, the government of Indonesia, and the Conference Catholic Indonesia also. So on the first time I met with the Pope on December last year, on the 11th December, when I presented my credential. At the time I told the Pope that Holy Father, I phrased it also again, invitation for the government of Indonesia, from the people of Indonesia, from the Catholic, from your flock Indonesian, and the whole conference bishop in Indonesia also. And you know, the cancer is from the Holy Father that make me very proud, you know. What is this? Yes, I will come to your country.
Okay, straightforward like that.
Straightforward. Wow. So, the time I'm very happy. The time,
When was this again? What year was
On
it?
December, when I presented
Okay.
my credential
All right.
on 11 December
Okay.
last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. And they thought, oh yeah, we just pray.
Yeah.
So Pope still healthy, he's healthy, so
Yes.
better and better,
Yeah.
going better. So then after that, I met with Cardinal Parolin, is the Secretary of State
Okay.
on Holy See. I also said to that the invitation from Indonesian government and
Yeah.
bishop and government, please to the Pope, please to support the
Okay.
Pope.
Yeah.
Another day I met also the Minister of Vatican and Monsignor Gallagher. Also same thing,
Yeah.
please Monsignor to the Pope of Indonesia.
I see.
So in the end, we got information that officially that Pope will go to Indonesia. Yeah. So the time, I think many people in Indonesia, Bishop Conference, and then and government make preparation. Yeah, and then me, hour in embassy in Holy See in Vatican. Probably also every day as monitoring. It is very important. Monitoring condition of the Pope, how is condition now,
Yeah.
and then get information from many people in Vatican. I mean, many
Yeah.
people in Israel. And then one day, when there is a team, the first team to ask me of visa that going to Indonesia,
Yeah.
this is a good preparation. One team, many people go to Indonesia. The second team is go to Indonesia. After the second team,
Yeah.
I met with Monsignor Kalkat. This is from Vatican. That as
Yeah.
the coordinator of visit going to port, this item. Is everything is okay? Yes, everything is okay. And then also attended many meeting who had in Indonesia by Director General Protocol. And then I attended
Okay.
meeting at the time in Vatican, 4 o'clock in the morning, and Indonesia at 5 o'clock in the morning. Every time we
Okay,
meeting.
okay.
I think until now, I've seen that
Yeah.
according to me, the president is very well. Just we
Yes.
hope that now a Pope is fly now.
Yeah.
Because today.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Paus take off
tomorrow
from.
will be
take off
welcoming
from.
the arrival.
Yeah. Today take off from
Pope Francis.
airport in Rome.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we have to tomorrow come to Indonesia.
Yes.
And so.
So thank you so much, Mr. Ambassador, for doing all the work that you've done in this past year.
That's just part of the scene. That I
Yeah,
think just part of many group and Maple Indonesia.
Yeah,
no.
yeah, of course.
I just take part. I think this is my job that
Please
I have to do.
extend our warmest thank you to all of the people that
Yeah,
have
we
been
have
involved
we have
in
to
the-
we have to we
yeah.
have to warmest to every people to
Yeah.
preparation
course.
this occasion because
Okay.
this is important occasion. Yeah,
exactly.
Not only for Catholic but
Yeah.
all Indonesian
Everybody
people.
in Indonesia. I agree with that, Mr.
Yes.
Ambassador, because this is not just a historical visit. Pope
Yes.
Francis is also a historical figure.
Right.
He's the first one, first Pope from the Society of Jesuit.
Yeah.
He's the first one from the Americas.
Yes.
He was the first one born and raised outside of Europe
Yeah.
since 8th century. So my question is, how do you think Pope Francis' visit will influence interfaith dialogue and religious harmony in Indonesia? Because I would say that is one of his missions as Pope.
Yeah. I think it is very important. There is,
Yeah.
as I told before, the Indonesian Catholic region Indonesia very well, especially Catholic Muslim also well. That that Pope since he since he became the Pope, 2013, supported and helped to make better relation between Catholic and another religion. On 2019, Pope has signed a document that we know Indonesia this Abu Dhabi document, the document Abu Dhabi. This is a fraternity document.
Okay.
It is very important. I think it is important document will be designed that how relation between Catholic and Muslim. In Abu Dhabi, Pope Francis and a great imam from Al Azhar signed that document.
Okay.
They say that we are brother. They're starting fraternity. We are brother. Even though your relation is different with me, your ethnicity different with me, your culture a bit different with me, but we are brother. Okay. So the stressing that we are brother, it is the mission of the Pope Francis.
Okay.
When he visit Indonesia, I think Pope Francis also will stressing again that we are brother all.
Okay.
When he attended a dialogue interfaith in Astika Mosque,
Yes.
and that issue, well, was stressing, we are all brother.
Yeah.
If we are all brother, even though someday we have different opinion, but we have to remember that, hey, we are brother.
Yes.
It's not important if we make a war. No, not important,
Okay.
because we are brother. So it's important we let them peace and solidar and have another and go with hold by hold, something like that. So I think the visiting Pope in Indonesia will strengthen, the not only relation Indonesia and Holy See, Indonesia and Vatican, but also strengthen the relation of all the religion in Indonesia, especially, and Indonesia, religion Indonesia and Holy See, the Catholic, the central of Catholic, the world center of Catholic. So it just means that his visiting Indonesia will strengthen the relation between all religion in Indonesia, between religion in Indonesia and between all religion in Indonesia with Holy See. I think this is very important.
All right, Mr. Ambassador, thank you so much
Welcome.
for
Nice
sharing with us your valuable insights and valuable time. We wish you all the best for the arrival of Pope Francis
We hope that all
tomorrow.
the best, that everything is going well.
Yes,
we
of course.
just
All
to
preparation has been
pray to God please the blessing for Pope and
Yes.
Indonesian people, I think.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Ambassador, once again.
Thank you.
So the Indonesian Ambassador to the Holy See, His Excellency Michael Trias Kuncahyono, we wish you all the best health as well.
Thank you.
As you will accompany Pope
It's
Francis
nice
in
to
his
put
visit.
in this occasion. Thank you,
so much.
TVRI.
Thank you so much. And that ends today's program on Focus Today. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, and for more updates on the visit of Pope Francis in Indonesia, make sure you stay tuned to TVRI World. Until then, take care and goodbye.
You know that